I'm glad you joined us today for Paws Up for Success. Paws Up is designed for families to enjoy their dogs in safer ways. Today we're going to meet special friends, build our relationships with our dogs, make a treat, play some games, and then I'll provide some training tips. Here!
Hi everyone.
Hi, hey, it's Amani, welcome. Oh, look who wants to go see Amani. Everybody does. Let him go.
Okay, you go big.
It can be a little scary when all the dogs come see you, can't it?
Hey Grace, where'd you go, bud?
She went to see if there's anybody else at the door. Let's see.
No, she's snowing. Oh, it's a kitty.
Kitty.
It's a kitty on the chair.
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh, the kitty's
Where's the kitty cat, Annie Bellini?
cat. Move upside. Yeah. Where's the kitty? Where's the kitty? Oh my goodness, everything happens, doesn't it, when people are coming in? This is getting to be a party.
Good.
Yes.
Yeah, who's it?
Are there people coming? Are there people coming? Okay. Good shake off, Annie. Good shake off. That shake off was calming down. So she was calming down. And no one here really overreacted for dogs. But if you've got a door basher, which is easy to have a door basher, we're going to work on some skills later on that'll teach your dog to not bash your doors and not grandma down. I wonder what a dog thinks.
I wonder what a dog thinks too.
You know, it's the holidays, and the holidays are like strange for us sometimes, but think about being a dog and what the world looks like to the dog. Should we explore that?
Yes.
I think so too. Amani, this is a really cool moose. What do you think a dog would think about that moose? I'm going to show you something. My dog worked really hard to get this dog, puppy, all fixed just the way he wanted it. He took his eye off, and then he pulled out all his stuffing, and he got a little bit of a bite on the ear. Now, if my dog saw that big brand new one, who would my dog think that belonged to?
Him.
Him. So you know what we have to teach him? We have to teach him that this is his toy, and this is the Christmas toy. And Christmas toys are leave-its for dogs. So what do you think the dog would think about this?
That it was one of his toys.
Yes, he would think it's one of his toys. So we have to teach him, don't we? It's not fair to put all this wonderful stuff out and then have your dog think it's one of these. You know, and he likes it like this. It's smelly and gooey and it needs to go in the wash. But every time I wash it, you know what? He doesn't like it as much. He gets it all dirty again. So we don't want Moose to get dirty, do we?
No.
No. Okay. All right. Look at this big red thing I've got. Isn't that kind of weird? It is kind of weird. It kind of looks like, what does it look like? A snowman, maybe? Kind of looks like a snowman, a red snowman. What else could it look like? I don't know. Well, this is a Kong. All right, it's a big Kong. And one of the things you do with Kongs is that it has a hole in it. Okay, this one has a hole in it. And what you do is you put your doggy food in there. So the doggy food goes in there, and then they have to get the food out. They have to shake it and roll it and get it out. All right, Kongs are awesome. And one of the things I like about these is that they're really durable. You can't break this. Could you bite that? No, don't bite it for me, no. No, but the doggy can't even bite it. Look at how much biting they tried to do on it. And it just hardly has a scratch. But there's all kinds of these. So during the holidays, one of the things that's really nice to get for your dog is a Kong. Get a Kong that maybe they don't use normally, that's their own special Christmas Kong, and fill it with special treats. So if you've got guests, pack it with, I like to often pack it with a little bit of something soft on the bottom, and then their dog food, and then another soft, and then dog food. And we also have popsicles, which you'll be able to see how to make those. But just pack it with some good stuff and then give it to them and set them off on the side so they have some quiet place, because sometimes parties get pretty crazy. Do you want me to tell you a party story?
Yes.
Okay, I will tell you a party story. So let's just pretend that I came home from work and I was getting dinner ready, right? And my doggies were, because you know my doggies, they're big, aren't they? They're huge. They're almost as big as you. And So I had my doggies, they're really happy to see me, but I was trying to do dinner, I was really trying hard to do dinner. And then my husband came home and he sat down on the couch and he was going to try to read a little bit. He just needed some quiet time to just read. And then, you can be in my family today, okay? You came home and you're going to play your video game, okay? Do you want the doggy bugging you on your video game? No, so you're doing your video game and my dog came in and bugged you. What are you going to say to the dog? No, stop, get off, right? So my dog's like, oh, Amani's not liking me playing with him, but he's making good noise. I like his noise. I'm going to go talk to Dad. So then he goes to Dad and jumps on Dad's book. And what does Dad say?
No.
No, no, get off of him. Now we've got Amani yelling and Dad yelling and the dog barking. And then he comes into the kitchen and he goes, because you know Mac, it's the big Mac dog. He's huge, right? He comes in and tries to tell me that he doesn't want me to be part of the party. He wants me to be part of the party. So he's like bugging on me, like, you know how he says please like this? He's saying, hey, Mom. And I'm like, Max, stop it. Pretty soon, I'm saying stop it. You're saying stop it. Dad's saying stop it. Mac's going boom, boom, boom. And guess what? We've got a party going. Who started the party? Max started the party. You think he'll do that party again? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, because he's learned this works. Everybody's barking and jumping around. This is a dog party. You know what? I think we got to figure out how to help people so they don't have dog parties like we do at our house. What do you think? Maybe we could teach them some things to do. But a Kong would be a really good idea because you know what? If you were doing your video game and you knew that the party was going to get started, you could say, Mac, we're going to get your Kong and you're going to sit by me while I do the video game. And then everybody would be nice and quiet for a little while. And you'd get your break from school. Dad would get his break from work. And Mom would get her break from work. That'd be cool, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think this is a great tree. Do dogs like balls?
Yes.
They do like balls. What if I put this big ball on the tree? What would the dog think?
It's a bouncy ball.
It's a bouncy ball. Now, all of these are plastic balls, but what if you had glass balls? What would happen if they bit a glass ball?
It'll break.
It'd break, and where would it go?
On their mouth.
In their mouth, and that would be really dangerous for the dog, wouldn't it? Now, I can drop all these because these are just from the Dollar Tree, and it's not a big deal, but if you have glass ornaments, where should you put them? Should you put them down low so the dog can get them?
No, you should put them up high.
In fact, you know what? I'm going to show you something. If I'm doing the Christmas decorating, what I do is I get a bag of treats or a little box of treats and I put this down and I say, leave it, and then I give them a treat. And then I hang it up. Okay? And then if I'm going to do these, what are these?
Candy canes.
And wouldn't you like to grab a few of them off the tree yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you would. So think about a dog, okay? So the dog's got it. I'm saying, leave it. Here you go. So the dog gets treats for not touching these, right? If he touches them, not good idea. But if he's not touching them, leave it. Good boy, good boy. And then you hang it up. So you actually decorate your tree by teaching the dog to leave it. What about Monkey? Monkey's kind of cute. What about Monkey? Would Monkey look like he could be taken all apart and find the stuffing inside?
Yes.
He could. Again, he would have to know this is not a dog toy, right? So if Monkey's going down the tree, you got to go, leave it. Good boy. Here, want to see it? Leave it. Okay, good boy. And then it goes up on the tree, so he knows that the tree is a leave it, Monkey's a leave it, balls are leave it. And then what do we have here? It's kind of pretty, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, can you imagine how fun that would be to grab that with your little teeth and go running with it? Would that be fun? It would, wouldn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and what would happen if he ate that?
Then he would get sick.
He would get sick and it would hurt his tummy and it would be so bad. And, I like ice cream. And my dogs also like ice cream. So what I do for them is I have ice cube trays and then I have some Kong ice cube trays. These are they go inside the Kong. And you can put just ice in them, you can put frozen bouillon in them, you can put ramen soup bouillon in them. And they work wonderfully to stuff and then put some other things around them, and they try to get these out. They're nice little ice cube things. So today we're going to make popsicles, and we're going to use just a bullet blender, nothing special here. We're going to use a banana. So we've got a banana, a little bit of milk, peanut butter, and my guys tend to like chunky. You can use creamy or chunky, whichever you want. and then plain yogurt. So that's what we're going to use. I've already got some opened here. So I usually found that if I start with the bullet and I start with a little bit of milk on the bottom, it works a little bit better because as you go, of course the milk is sealed. So we know it's fresh milk, right? I usually put a little bit of milk in the bottom. And then I start adding the banana, because the banana is going to, and I break it into small enough pieces that it's easy to blend up. This isn't a Vitamix. This is just a kind of little bullet to make smoothies with, but it works wonderful for the dogs and for people. And then I add a half a cup of yogurt, and we could probably add that in the proper way if we wanted to. All right, actually the yogurt's kind of wimpy, so I'm just going to pour some yogurt in here. What I usually try to do is add 2 parts yogurt, 1 part peanut butter. So yogurt's a little bit. And then I add peanut butter. That I will have to. And I add probably 2 scoops of peanut butter. And I like to have the peanut butter at the bottom so the liquid can kind of blend in with it. So 2 scoops of peanut butter. And you just put the top on. Of course, now I have peanut butter on my fingers, like this. And stick the little bullet together. And I usually like to turn it upside down a little bit, shake it before, and then do it again. And it can use a little bit of milk, so if you can always add a little more milk because it's going to be frozen. That's pretty peanut buttery right now. That'll be just fine. So that's it. My guys love this stuff. They are in love with ice cream, of course, just as we are, right? And very easy. You just open up your little bullet or your blender, and they just pour right in. So you just hold it, and I usually pull it at about half. I like to have more than less. My guys would rather have more treats, smaller treats, than large treats. So just like this, you can see how that goes. For the Kong, baby Kong, they just pour into baby Kong like this. And they work real well to just put as a special surprise. You know, you kind of just put it right in the middle of the Kong with some dog food, and all of a sudden there's their little peanut butter treat. They really go for it. And then there's also the big Kong, which is going to take a lot more peanut butter and take a little bit longer to freeze, but lots of fun. And if there's, you can see that it makes actually a really lot of these, and that was 1 banana. So you can see that the price of this is pretty reasonable. 1 banana, 1/4 cup of peanut butter, 1/2 cup of yogurt, and a little bit of milk. You can easily make these at home, and your dog is going to love you. So that is out of that. I've got 1, 2, 3, 6 big ones. I've got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16 treats. So lots of fun for the dogs. So my guys saw me put the popsicles in the freezer a couple hours ago, and they're still going by sniffing the door. I think they've got an idea that they're in there. Let's take a look in the fridge and see what we've got. Here you can see right now, this is one of them, and that just goes right into a Kong. Very easy. Just pop them right out and use them. When they're frozen, it's nice to actually pop them out and put them in a Ziploc baggie. You know, I use those a lot. And then they're easy, and I've got the tray ready if I want to make another recipe some other day. So that's it. So after you're all done, I like putting them in the Ziploc bag when they're still kind of hot, when they're still hard and they're not going to stick together, and throw them in the freezer. They're ready anytime you want. They don't take up a lot of space. And on a hot day, a nice cool treat while you're eating ice cream, they can have a popsicle. Hey, look who's here today. I've got Grace and Chuck Rue. And Chuck is an Osseo Lion member and has been a member for how many years, Chuck?
I've been a member of the Osseo Lions now for 13 years.
Long time. And you know, most of us just know the Lions Club for one thing, the Osseo Parade. The Lions Roar Parade is like really fun, and it's something to do in the summer, kind of late summer, right?
Yeah.
Late summer.
Well, always the weekend after Labor Day.
Okay, so first part of September,
Easy to remember.
Right after the kids get done with school. But the Lions are a lot more than that. And one of the things they do is, I know they donate, you can donate your glasses. So if you've got glasses lying around and you're not using them anymore, where can I bring my glasses? Here, I can take Gracie for you. Hi, Grace.
Jody, the couple places I can think of off the top of my head is Premier Bank and the Osseo City offices.
Osseo City offices, okay. The Premier Bank and Osseo City offices.
One of the really neat things we've did, and one of my favorite experiences was, what the Lions do is those glasses go to a place in Wisconsin, they get analyzed, make sure they're repairable. They go to someplace in the southern United States, and they actually find the prescription for each one, they put it in a bag with a label on it. And Judy, my wife, and I were down in Mexico about 3 years ago. I ran into a Lion just off the top of my head, and they were having a clinic. In 3 days, they passed through 3,000 people needing glasses.
Oh, wonderful.
Optometrists are there to do the prescriptions. They go and they find them the glasses, they put them on people, they size them, and that's pretty much what they do with that. There was a couple of really neat stories. There was an older woman that came in that used to be a teacher down there in Mexico. Her eyesight went bad. She had to give up teaching. And they put a pair of glasses on her, and she broke into tears because she could now see.
And teach again.
And teach again. And the second story that I like is there was a farmhand who had lost pretty much all his eyesight. And they found his prescription, they got him going, but the only frames they had were pink. And they asked him if that would be okay. And he looked at them like, "You've got to be kidding. Why would I care?"
Why would I care? Pink is not a big deal,
Pink
if I can
is not
see,
a big
right?
deal. So.
Where are you going, Grace? Where are you going? You want to go on the floor? We can put you on the floor. You want to go down there? You can go on the floor, sure. Okay, so now, you know, one of the things, I mean, those are awesome stories, but one of the things that always concerns me is if I give money to the Lions Club, which you do like money, right?
We like money, yes.
Okay, and if you like money, and I'm going to give to Lions as a charity, I really want you guys not to have very much overhead. So what's the deal there?
The Lions are considered one of the best. The International Lions are considered one of the best organizations to give money to. It's our rate of giving is in the high 90s, like 98, 99%.
So that means that the rest of it is all volunteers. Really, you have
Yes.
some overhead, but most of it's volunteers. So.
And then in the clubs, we have two checking accounts. We have one that's foundation and one that is the club, where we pay for meals and stuff like that. And any money that are given to the Osseo Lions, for example, for whatever reason, we make it during the Lions Roar, during our festival, or any way the public gives us money, goes into the foundation. And the only place that foundation money is spent is giving back to the community.
Nice. So really, when you pour into the local Lions Club, it pours back into the community.
It all goes back to the community.
And you were telling me that some of the things you've done is like you've built a ramp for someone that needed a ramp. And how many guys showed up to do that?
Yeah, we had 2 members that have Parkinson's, and in the last month we built a ramp for each one of them. And in the case of the first gentleman, we got there on a Saturday morning, and I had 13 people in his front yard with tools. None of us really knowing exactly what to do. Fortunately, we had a couple carpenters that steered us in the right direction.
But you got the job done.
We got it done.
Wow. Isn't that what community is about? Reaching out for each other. The other thing is the Lions are looking for more members. So if there's anyone in this community that wants to join, there's Lions clubs in Osseo, but where else are they?
They're all over the place.
Does Maple Grove have a group?
Maple Grove has the Lions Club.
New Hope?
New Hope. My
Brooklyn
brother's
Park?
a member of New Hope.
Okay, Brooklyn Park.
Brooklyn Park. I believe Brooklyn Center does.
But if you're in the
Anoka
area,
has one.
you can find a club.
Absolutely.
And the guys are nice. Hey, can girls join?
Absolutely.
I get to be a member if I really wanted
You could be a member of the
to?
Osseo Lions if you wanted to.
Nice.
I've been trying to convince my wife to join me for years, and I just can't get her to push her over the over the edge.
Judy's involved in Salvation Army,
Yes.
so you guys kind of picked your battles.
Pick our battles. Anyway.
So welcome. One of the things about Christmas I like, Chuck, is I like candles. But I've learned that with dogs, candles on the tables aren't a good idea because it'd be really easy, especially to grab this. I don't know if you've got a dog that's ever tried to get something off of a table by pulling.
Not this one, but we have another one, a black miniature by the name of Annie.
And Annie can pull things off
Annie
tables.
will get on her hind legs and use her toenails to pull
and if
things.
these were lit, they would fall. And at that point, we're calling the fire department, which is another volunteer organization that any of you guys could join, and we really need some help there. So, lit candles. Go pick up some candles that don't have the batteries. They're beautiful. If you're going to light them, put them someplace up where a dog can't get to them. I really appreciate you coming in today.
Thank you.
And thanks for sharing about the Lions. And
Always
again,
enjoy talking about them.
yeah. And you can find things on the web about the Lions. Do you have a website, or is there a Lions?
You can just search right on Osseo Lions, and we have a website you can go to.
Okay.
And contact us through that.
Awesome. And you know what? If there's a breakfast or a lunch or a dinner, or, go support our local guys and ladies. They really need your support because guess what they do with their money that they earn from our sharing a meal with us, or the glasses. They go out and feed back into the community. So we really appreciate it. Thank you. Amani, you are friends with Tessa. So Amani, I've got another game we can play together, and this is called Red Solo Cup. Now these are pretty little, aren't they? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put them down like this, and you're going to pick one of them to put a treat in and mix them all up, okay? And Tessa's got to come and find them. You want to do that game? Okay, so you pick some treats out of my hand, put them under one of the cups. Okay, now you want to mix them up. Ooh, Tessa's watching. Tessa's watching. There, oh, you're good at mixing them up. All right. Okay, you think she can come? Okay, Tessa, you got to find it. Find it. Think she can find it? Where are they? Let me see, Tessa, are they there? Oh, I got to find them. What do you think? Are they there? How are you going to get them? You going to get them? Oh, good job, Tessa. Good job. So do you like that? Oh, they're gone. Good job. Good job. Did you like the game, Tessa? Sit. Was that a good game? Do you want to play again? Okay, we can play again. You want to play again, Amani?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So call her back for a check-in. There you go. You can play one more time. Here you go. Pick some treats, put them under the thing. Oh, she likes this game now.
Watching very closely.
Oh my goodness. I think they're confused. Oh, they're confused now. There you go. All right. Oh, she's ready. Find him, Tessa. Find him.
Found them.
Did you find him? Mm-hmm. Well, that didn't take very long, did it? All right. Well, you could play this game at your family thing for a long time. And you don't have to put a bunch of treats. So you can put one at a time because the dog's nose can smell all of them. I think she's taking the cup with her. Now, if she's taking the cup with her, what's important to do? Get it, right? Yep. Thank you, Tessa. Thank you. Oh, thank you. That was like a soccer kick. Wow. So anyway, what we want you to do is have fun with your dogs. Have fun with dogs and kids and find things for them to do together. Oh, this one? Are you sitting? There you go. Thank you. Thank you, Cindy.
You're welcome.
I wonder what a dog would think.
But they can learn things. Watch this. Okay, we're going to work on leave it. And what I've got is I've got a handful of treats and one. Leave it. Good girl. Yes. So this is a handful. Leave it. Leave it. Good girl. So she has to make the choice to leave the hand with all the yummies. Leave it. Good girl. Good thinking. Leave it. Yes. Pot of soup boiled over. You could handle 10 other things, and then something happens that just makes you go, well, I don't know if you've had that happen, but I definitely have had that happen. So let's talk about what could happen to a dog and to a kid. So dog is eating, and for the whole life of the dog, the parents have said, don't play with the dog when the dog eats. So no one has ever touched the dog when the dog's eating, okay? And so the dog knows that this is my own space, and I am not going to be bothered here. Now, personally, especially when I have a puppy and I like to play with the dog's food as the owner and teach the dog that it's okay for me as the owner to get into that dog dish and feed it by hand and give it some hand treats. Right out of the dog dish, pick up the dish and say, oh, here's one, have another one, here you go, oh, good boy, oh, I found another one. And then in the dish that I'm holding on to, guess what's in there? Cookies, some kind of treat. It never happens when the dog's just eating his own dish by himself, but whenever mom picks up that dog bowl, there's cookies in there. Something is in there that I find in that dish. So it's looking forward to me picking up the dish. I do that as an owner to prevent if a child comes by the dog when it's eating. But many, many dogs are not safe when they're eating, and it's because you say, oh, watch out. The dog is eating, leave the dog alone. So dog is eating. A 3-year-old child has a toy that makes noise, and he's having a fun time, and he's been outside, and this noise is going beep, 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 okay? And the dog dish has spilled water. Now what happens is, picture this scenario. The kid is running in the house, slides on the water face first into the dog dish and hits the dog's dish while the dog is eating. Exactly. The dog reacts startled, the child gets bit, stitches are in the child, the dog is put down. The child is traumatized by the dog. Those situations, which were 3 things together, are what caused that bite. One of those by themselves, everybody could have handled it. But put together, it became a dangerous situation. When there's small children around, when life gets out of control and hectic, if things are escalated in your home, give the dog time out for a nap. My guys know the word nap time. It's a special thing, and I just say, oh, nap time, let's go. Everybody goes down for a nap, and down they're sleeping. They like nap time. Sometimes I need one too. Take time out for the dog. Give the dog space to have it. And if kids are running around the house in a wild and crazy way, keep an eye on both. You won't be sorry. We just want to say, have a great New Year.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
For watching Paws Up for Success. I hope we've changed some of your thinking and given you some new ideas to have fun with your canine. I hope children are more safe, and I hope the community is more safe. Dogs are special. They're a great part of creation, and I'm just so grateful that they're part of my life. I hope you're grateful they're part of yours.